to the Top 15 Challenge. I'm Kendra Nixon, and you are about to be blessed once again, stall high over and above, because you have an opportunity to gain world champion wisdom from a very iconic barrel racer, Donna K. Rule. Thanks for making time for us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks for marching yourself right down here to the Merhow Trailer Park in the Valet at Plaza. So you just came from Golden Nugget.
Yes.
Okay, so how did that go? What were you doing?
We had a signing. All top 15 of us signed for 2 hours, I think. So saw a lot of cute little kids. A lot of ladies and gentlemen coming through.
You ladies have so many commitments. How do you keep things straight? It seems like y'all are being pulled so many directions, and unlike other professional sports, you don't have one night of games. Like this is 10 days plus tons of sponsored commitments, keeping yourself mentally and physically fit. How do you manage all of that?
Well, it's not easy. I'm really careful to not do anything too late in the afternoon, so that I have about an hour to just close the door for a second and get my head back together. So I'm pretty adamant that I don't do anything after a particular time in the afternoon. But you have to keep your calendar handy, keep it on you.
What time do you have to be at the arena every day?
I need to be there by 3:45, 4 o'clock to get everything done I need to do.
Okay. And what time do you step on Valor?
Well, I take him and my grand entry horse together, and we warm up, and then Valor goes back to the stall, and I come back and put grand entry horse up, and I listen to it, but I get on before the ride is a bronc ride, saddle bronc ride starts. So I haven't really looked at the clock.
Okay, but that helps us kind of gauge it, because everybody wants to know, like, what's it like? What's it like to be here? What do you have to do? Like, how long does it take you to get from your hotel to the arena?
Yeah, well, those are all good questions. Yeah, I stay close by so I can walk, and I keep my horse on site. I live in a really small town, so I don't like to drive in traffic. I don't want to be fizzed when I get here, and relay that to him. So he stays on site. I hand walk him multiple times a day out of the stall. So I get there. I try to get there about 4 o'clock and just relax and drain a little bit, and then rebuild my mental game.
Do they let you guys stay in your trailers?
No, you cannot stay in your trailer. You can, like I have, and there's no plug-ins. So I have to get gas for my generator and run it so long a day so my batteries will stay up, so the medicine that I have in my refrigerator and stuff will stay good. No, you can't stay there. But there are some that stay off site and stay in their trailer.
Okay, that's good to know. So you don't have to stay at the host hotel.
No. In fact, I do not stay at the host hotel, even though I'm grateful that they give us room. Often family members will use it, so that's very helpful. But we stay at where I can walk close to my horses.
Okay. So what is your warm-up space like?
It's not good. Honestly, it's not good. They fluff it up and they really do what they can. All the contract X horses and all of the other grand entry horses pick up horses and warm up out there. So once they fluff it up and everybody gets on it, then it's like concrete. So you kind of got to be tough and figure it out. They do pour us a nice little place of sand. And everybody, all of the events, when they're over, the guys will unsaddle, bring their horses and let them roll, and then they move on. I mean, everybody's wonderful about it. So it's not big. I'd say maybe a 60 by 150 little space. Yeah, it's not much.
Wow.
And then you have
for everybody.
That's
not just the barrel racers. That's for everybody.
Yeah, and you can imagine 15 barrel racers trying to work up in that space. With the calf ropers are usually already gone, so that kind of helps. Takes a few horses out of the mix. So
wow. Okay.
And then the other thing I was going to say, you have to walk across the concrete all the way around the Thomas and Mack to a tent, and then you wait in the tent.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that step.
Yeah.
So do you put boots on him to walk across the concrete?
Most do. I have not had good success with the boot thing, and not because of the boot, because of me, but a lot do, and it's a little scary. I try to really drain, and when my hip was bad, I rode across the concrete, which I think is a bad idea. It's a terrible idea, but now I walk with it.
So tell us the story really quick for people who don't know. So we just saw you in Lufkin, Texas this year.
Yes.
So it doesn't seem like that long ago, and you were very gracious once again to spend time with our members and our viewers. And then the next thing I know, you're like, oh yeah, so we're having this like major surgery.
Well, I'm sorry. I was private about that. You and I were together quite a bit during that, and I didn't say a word about it. But oh my goodness sake, it hurt so bad. I have had a lot of pain last year and a half, 2 years with the hip issue, and it was at Lufkin. I was sitting on my couch and in my trailer, and I was talking to my daughter. And I was like, golly, I need something to drink. And she's like, well, Mom, don't you have anything in the refrigerator? And I said, yeah. And mind you, I'm in my trailer. And I said, but it's in the refrigerator over there. I just didn't want to get up. It was awful. So she said, we're calling. Because the hip doctor had been waiting. He knew that he was going to do a full hip replacement. And so at Lufkin, the next morning we called and scheduled it. He got me in. And I got a new hip on April 25th.
Wow. Like, look at I had goosebumps on my kneecap. So full hip replacement, let's just kind of let that sink in, because you're already an inspiration. You're already an inspiration, right, to the entire sport of rodeo. And now you just break mid-year, go have a complete hip replacement, and you just get right back in the saddle and return winning like overnight. How's that even possible?
I don't know. I guess I really wanted to really bad. I guess I told him, I said, I got to be ready for Calgary. And he said he couldn't guarantee that. He said that was on me. So okay. Challenge accepted. I'll be ready for Calgary.
We like challenge accepted. Hashtag challenge accepted. Top 15. I love it. Okay, so what we're doing in Top 15 Challenge is we're helping people flatten the learning curve. And we dang sure don't want that learning curve to become a vicious cycle of mistakes and disappointment. Okay, so we want to expedite the path for people. Mentally, financially, physically, and spiritually. So you guess you really wanted it. Mentally, were there signals going off in the dashboard? What do you do when you recognize, I may be pushing it too hard?
No, there weren't. The truth is there weren't. Once I decide something, it's pretty much destination driven.
Shocking.
I know you're about.
I'm shook it.
She is shook. So no, honestly, I had no doubt. But I'm like that. So I don't know how to coach anybody that maybe is a little more timid.
Okay, good. If you want someone to shoot you straight from the hip, she's your girl. Okay, so financially, how do you make it work?
Well, financially, yeah, that can always be a challenge. Because I ride horses for a living now, and I couldn't. That was honestly very scary. And like you said, spiritually, we prayed about it a lot, and God provided as usual. Thankfully, without me helping, because if I help, it's worse.
It's me in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little scary, but I had determined to go. Wenda Johnson called me midway through my recovery and said, I'm going. I don't have anybody to go with. We can split it. So that was very helpful. So there you go. I provided.
Wow.
So
why didn't we have a microphone in the truck with you two women? That would be awesome.
Oh, it was entertaining. It was good.
Well, I'm just imagining like the value of the expertise and the conversations had in that pickup truck. Just 1 mile of conversation.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. It's really hard for me to go with somebody else because I go by myself. So I thought, well, it really makes sense. I'm going a long way away. I don't know anybody. Don't know where to go. Don't know where to stay. Don't know where the secretary of the booth is. Don't know where to park. All the things. And so it was nice to have company.
Wow. But you were willing to go alone.
Oh, yeah. Me and Rosie. Rosie the rodeo dog. And she does not know where the secretary of the booth is.
Rosie.
She'll go. She'll go. She'll love to go.
So that's inspiring just in itself, because so many people think, well, I can't. Like, what if I don't know where to park? What if I don't know? I'm just intimidated, or, I just don't want to feel stupid, so I don't want to ask.
Yeah.
Or what if I break down?
Yeah, those are all concerns. However, I will say, I've said that to myself. Oh God, I don't want to look stupid. Well, what's going to happen if I look stupid? And then what's going to happen if I figure it out and get her done? Well, I can live with that. I can live with that. You know, if you break down, you know, and I've gone by myself regularly because my family couldn't go. I always tell myself, Calvary's not coming. I better figure it out.
Wow.
What do I need? I need fuel. What do I need? I need a wrench. What do I need? I need this in my truck.
Mhm.
So I like to have things, and I try to learn how to do mechanical things. There's a lot of computer chip things and engines and stuff we can't do anymore, but pop the hood and have a look and figure it out.
You got Banamine on board because I had to borrow 10 CCs.
Yes, yeah, I do. I keep a lot of things just in case because I go by myself and I don't like the feeling of that panic. I don't have stuff.
Somebody is calling me during top 15 challenge. I'm going to put that on airplane mode next time. Thank you so much for making time for us. I know you're extremely taxed time-wise out here, and just for you to be gracious enough once again. We talk about you all the time at Stall High, just how much we've learned from you, sharing your wisdom with us as a horsewoman, taking care of Valor. How's he handling it this year?
He's good. He's good. He likes going. He likes to go and he likes to be in a stall. Even at home, when I turn him out in the morning, he'll run and do a couple laps and act silly, and then he'll go stand in a stall and watch the world go by.
Wow. So he's kind of seasoning into
He
it.
likes it. Yeah. You know, I think Juice, the grand entry horse, he gets a little worried about being in a stall. He wants out. So it's a good balance.
Lori, do you have any questions?
I just had one come through.
All right.
Yeah.
Smart. Whoever invested in the Cactus VIP
Mhm.
backstage pass, when you do that, guys, when you go to top15challenge.com, you can sign in for free. You'll have a chance to win this saddle sponsored by Tennessee Real Properties. What's more important is that you have the opportunity to gain world champion wisdom from home. We make it super convenient for you. And when you decide to upgrade into the Cactus VIP All Access, which is the backstage pass, not only will you have a chance to win all these other great prizes, but you also get the Zoom link so you can ask questions. Go ahead, Lori.
What is your biggest just in case item that you want to have on hand?
It's a good question.
The most important emergency thing that you take?
Your biggest just in case item.
I have a categorical sections of things. So you would want to have things for your vehicle. What do I need? I need to be able to try to never leave without having your air filter done and your oil filter done and all those things. So you don't have that. You want coolant in your truck. So that's a big deal. I got a bag of odds and ends tools. And so I have those. And then for horse stuff, 100% you got to have Banamine, Dex, and a variety of those kinds of things if your horse colics, because time is of the essence of that. So that's a big deal. And bandages, you know, those things we got to have. Obviously feed and stuff, you know, but the just in case things, yeah, you want to have a little repertoire of things to rescue a horse as needed.
Or your neighbors who's married to the vet and forgot her vet box. And my mare, like, she had hives on her belly or something. So I think we gave her Banamine and Dex.
Yeah.
Thanks to Dona K. So one more thing, you said air filters. So I was writing in my journal yesterday morning, and I, felt like this came out through the journal that a mental block for some people is kind of like a dirty air filter in your truck. Like, I've seen my share of dirty air filters. They're just gunked up. But for people who are stuck in a loop of, maybe decades of disappointments, like they tried so hard, but it just seems like it just doesn't ever leave. They're just stuck, and the progress seems elusive. What would you say to someone who feels like they're stuck right now in a loop and they're not going
Well,
anywhere?
I think you mentally build that up as a loop. For me, the biggest thing that saves me is I don't like that anxiety feeling of being stuck. So back off, slow down, or ride with somebody that you admire. Your friends love you and want to help you, but there are some that you don't need to take advice from. You need to go get help from somebody that you admire and is successful, and slow down. The thing that I don't like when I go to the D races is everybody wants a whip kick look. those three words just make me cringe. You need to slow down and pay attention and use your horsemanship.
Yeah. So much.
And I have
That's a
one
great
more
question.
question that goes along with it. How do you mentally prepare for the NFR or other big rodeos like Calgary?
They're no different. Every single day when I ride my horse, if I'm riding around a tree in pasture, my whole get on, get off thing has to do with turning a perfect barrel. I already know my horse is fast. I already know his mental game. If I need to smooch him up or if I need to settle more. And then when I turn a barrel, first barrel spot never changes. Second barrel spot never changes. Third barrel spot never changes. So if I'm at the Tuttle Roundup Club or if I'm at the NFR, there's no change. Some people often ask me, what do you think? What do you do different in a small pen as opposed to a big pen? Nothing. My spot never changes. Find your spot, do your horsemanship, figure out your horse's body, place him properly. That never changes.
So good. Such a horsewoman. Okay, guys. So if you are part of Top 15 Challenge, you can, if you're not and you're watching on a different platform like Facebook or YouTube right now, you can go sign in for free. Top15challenge.com. We are coming at you live every day of the national finals from this gorgeous Merhow trailer. It is parked in the valet parking at the Plaza Hotel. It's stunning, and we love the Plaza, by the way. Your homework. Those of you who have already signed in and you want a chance to win this saddle for free and all of these other great prizes, Cactus is sponsoring a Relentless Extreme Gel Pad every day for those of you who are in the Cactus VIP Backstage Pass. These saddle pads, they retail over $300. That's amazing. That alone is worth participating, guys. But you, like I said earlier, you're going to have an opportunity to learn from the best riders in the world right here during the national finals. Here's your homework. Tell us one thing that you agree with, that you want to applaud and commend Donna K. Rule on during her interview today. And if, in the event of, we are so blessed and honored to have her on again, right? And potentially we would love to do a clinic with you, a virtual clinic through the Stall High app. What would you most want to learn from Donna? What is it you feel like is blocking you? Where are you stalled? And what is it about Donna K that you think can fix that? What do you want to learn from Donna K? Let us know. Thanks for being here in Top 15 Challenge. Thank you, Merhow Trailers, ADM, Feed, Plaza Hotel, Tennessee Real Properties, Running Rose Performance Horses, Jake Whitman Performance Farrier, Diesel and Depth Stretcher, and American Head. I almost remembered all of them. I wrote them. I'll get it by tomorrow. Y'all have a great afternoon, and we'll see you in the next video.